About 7 years ago, I wrote a piece entitled Leaders Know When to Tolerate High Maintenance People. And it was about the topic of disruption. Think back to the mid 20 teens and about how common the buzzword was, disruption. This was my way of writing about that concept. And a lot of times people were applying it to like big, massive system-wide change, and you've got a disruptive industry or disruptive business. I wanted to make it more personal. In our own teams, in our own organizations, people can cause some disruption, and we might label them as high maintenance people. I don't like the vocabulary of this piece for 2023, as I'm recording this now. I don't think that we're talking much about disruption anymore. We've had a certain amount of disruption in the 7 years since then, and so that term isn't quite a buzzword anymore. But what's interesting is we've really started to pay attention to the competitive advantage and the goodness of honoring diversity with equity and inclusion and access. And that's what this piece is really about. It's about paying attention to diverse voices. Something else that I think might have been true back then is we were often hiring for culture, hiring for fit. And sometimes, we've learned this, hiring for culture and hiring for fit can result in teams, especially at an executive or high leadership level, where there's an awful lot of groupthink. And what we've learned is that, yes, we can hire for our values, but let's not make sure that people who still follow our values but might not be like us, let's not think that they won't fit. Let's allow them to come in and, to use the old word, disrupt. To use new terminology, offer diverse opinions and think differently with us. I think that that concept definitely holds up, and I think we've actually evolved on that. And so that's the way that I would amend this piece. Aside from changing that title, Leaders Know When to Tolerate High Maintenance People. Speaking as a guy who's been high maintenance from time to time in the past, I don't know. I don't know how inclusive that particular title is. And I don't know how much the word disruption holds up. But the idea of paying attention to diverse voices, it's still a good one. There's some other subtleties in the writing, so I'd encourage you to read the old one and the new one in addition to the thoughts that I just shared, so that you can do what it takes to make sure that you're taking all points of view into consideration when you make decisions and move forward. And let's keep moving forward. Thanks for watching.